Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue to learn about NotebookLM, the AI tool of Google. So we'll see now that out of the lot of features it has already added, recently it has added the data table. It was earlier not available to the free users, now it is available to all with of course limited with the number of tables you generate. We'll see how many we can do. And also this is the data table which gives us the structured data from our sources. So our source can be anything. We'll study about a product buying, about a travel plan, also about our Tkinter applications. So all this it will give us a different types of data tables we will generate, and we can use it. Even we can export it to your Excel file or Google Sheets. All this we'll learn. Such NotebookLM at Google, you will land here. Just below it, click that result, first one, then try NotebookLM. If previously you have added any notebooks, it all will appear it here. Let us just see this inside. I have given a source, of course. I will tell you what I have added. Here you can see this divided into 3 panels. Left side is all my sources. I can collapse or expand it. The chart at the center, I can chart with my sources and get the insights. Right side is the key. Many features are listed here. I can also collapse this or expand it here. Here you can see that many features like audio overview, video, mind maps, reports, flashcards, quiz, infographics, slide deck, all we have also discussed. Recently this data table is allowed. Now it is for the free users because I have already consumed 2. We'll also see the limit. That's why it's not giving me very particularly, it's not allowing me to create more. We'll see that also. And you just see here in this particular notebook what I have created is a Gujarat trip plan. How I created is I have just search this here. You can see search the web for news research. Here I have given 5 days trip to Somnath and Dwarka via Ahmedabad. Give me a tour cost based on transport, accommodation here and food cost at different locations. So this is what actually I have asked and I got this. Now here this I can also specifically I can chart with the these sources. So all the sources are taken from the web. So backend the Google search works. So all sources I can remove or add more sources also. I am in a free account, so my sources are limited to 50 only. If you are in a paid or pro account, you can go up to 500 sources also. And in addition to that, you can add more sources also. If you have your own document or something to be included at the search, you can click this and add your sources. Now since I have already added the sources and included here, it is all the list is appearing here. Now what I did is I have created a by using the data table. Simple, I have not customized it, given a click this and here is my data table. Now let's see what this data table has generated for me. Here it is. Now I can expand it also by clicking this. I can expand this. Here is the full my data table, and here you can see the export to sheet. I can carry this structured data from all these suggestions, whatever website it has collected, in a very structured way it will transport the data to my Google Sheet. I can transport it to Excel also. Here you just see exactly it has given me all the locations based on this trip plan, whatever the Ahmedabad, Dwarka, Somnath, Porbandar, Veddarka. These are all the sources usually within this trip it covers. Two times I was there and moreover planning once more. So this transport mode also it has suggested private car. It has given me different cost, transport cost also it has given me what I am based on which different areas. Come back to the right side, the key attraction also it has correctly identified and listed it. Now the thing is any chart mode or any LLM can give us these details and all, but here the question is it has given me in a structured way: accommodation, food meal cost, estimated site time of distance from previous point, and the key attraction, all in a structured way. That is what the key advantage of using a data table. Now let us try searching for a product. So this time I am searching for a travel lens for my travel vlogs and all. I can use it. So this time this lens, all the features, low cost and all these features, it will compare and give me a table. That table I can use it. Otherwise I would have traveled or rather I would visited so many websites to collect all the information and created such a structured data. Now this will help me in buying my favorite product. Here is my new notebook. So in this notebook I have used the source here. So the source is also here, you can see the search the web. I have not given directly my sources, allowed it the Google to search and use the sources it picks up. So the prompt I have given was, I want to buy one budget DSLR for my travel blog, low cost, common and low cost lenses required for travel vlogging. So that is, with that I got all the sources, allowed Google to use them and created this notebook. Now by using this, again I created a data table. Now let's open the data table and see this. I will expand this. Here also I have the export to Google Sheet, or I can delete it here. Let me just expand and watch this. Here it is. So all the lenses, different ranges of lenses it has picked up, the focal length, maximum aperture, mount type, and image stabilizer is there, autofocus, weight, key features, everything. And it has also told me where the source, which source it has picked up. So a structured data, it has understood the base column heads, what is required. So it has differentiated or categorized based on that. The focal length, maximum aperture, image stabilizer is available or not. One of the feature we required in the travel vlog, because while traveling we may need this. So based on all these requirement, it has automatically categorized them, columns are created and place the data for my easy summarization of a complex sources. As I told you friends, it is not allowed me to create more data tables, but the notebooks I can create it. And note that in a free account NotebookLM, when I am using it, I can add 50 sources, and if you have a paid account or a pro account, then you can go up to 500 sources. So here the source restriction is there. But when I am creating the data tables, after working on 2 notebooks, the third notebook I had to switch over to a pro account, because in the free account it's not allowed me to create more. This number may vary in future also. Time to time it may give you more tables, it may allow you to create more tables. But note that the feature wise is all that are available to free or pro account, but pro account can create more such notebooks with multiple features, but features remains the same. Here is friends, I am in a pro account. So you can see here the tag pro here, and the data table it allows me to create here. This time I have taken a different source. So it's a PDF file or a Python subject, Python Tkinter wizards and GUI guide. This is a comprehensive all this, and I have gone for asking for variable management. So here it is, the variable management. Let us just expand it also. So here it is, it has comparatively given me what is the different variables and entry level, option menu, lot of features, is wizards, a comparison table in a Tkinter application, what you usually use it. So this gives you application use cases, key methods, data source at backend where I can connect the wizard with, and interaction mode, parent child, and which sources it has picked up, that as also it has given. You can also similarly from any manual or say 1000 page or 100 page manual, you can upload it, get the key data points in that available in that manual, and it will automatically create a column wise a data table for your easy understanding. That's all friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and you can apply it in your field. Let us know what you are thinking of applying, and in your area how the data table is useful to you and all. So you can post your views in below the comment section below, your ideas, suggestions, comments, anything you can post it there. My request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we add tutorial, and we are frequently adding our tutorials also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.